Sometimes the biggest moves are the quiet ones. And that's exactly what just happened in Carolina. While everyone's been talking about the Panthers' blowout loss to the Bills, Dan Morgan and Dave Canales were busy behind the scenes pulling off a sneaky little roster heist that could pay off in a big way. Because on Tuesday, the Panthers quietly made 4 roster moves, including the addition of a veteran pass rusher who might just fill one of the biggest holes on this defense. It all started with some bad news. Edge rusher Patrick Jones, too, the free agent pickup who was starting to find his groove, suffered a season-ending back injury. And the timing couldn't have been worse. Carolina's edge presence completely fell apart against Buffalo. The Bills gashed them for over 200 rushing yards, most of it coming off the edges, where the Panthers simply couldn't set the boundary or contain the run. James Cook made them pay, over and over, until the game was out of reach by the third quarter. That performance left a big question. Who's going to step up and stabilize this defense? Well, we got our answer on Tuesday. The Panthers officially announced the signing of Travis Gibson, plucking him straight off the San Francisco 49ers practice squad, a move first reported by Joe Person of The Athletic. Now, this might not sound like a blockbuster, but make no mistake, this is exactly the kind of move Dan Morgan loves. Low risk, high upside, and a player who fits perfectly into what this defense needs right now. Travis Gibson isn't a flashy name, but he's experienced, versatile, and built for the kind of physical football Carolina's been trying to reestablish up front. Over his 6-year NFL career, he's recorded 83 total tackles, 11 sacks, 6 forced fumbles. He's bounced around a bit, with stops in Chicago, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Seattle, and most recently San Francisco. But wherever he's gone, Gibson's shown the same thing. He knows how to set the edge, hold his ground against the run, and create pressure when you least expect it. And if you watched Week 8, you know that's exactly what this Panthers defense was missing. The good news, Gibson can do a little bit of everything. He's lined up as a stand-up rusher in a 3-4 defense, and as a hand-in-the-dirt defensive end in a 4-3. That versatility gives coordinator Ejiro Evero options, especially with Jones out and the rotation looking thin. Now, let's be real, no one's expecting miracles. Gibson's new to the system, and it'll take time for him to get up to speed. But the opportunity is right there. If he adjusts quickly, he could make an impact as early as Week 9 against the Green Bay Packers. And with how physical that matchup's shaping up to be, they'll need every bit of help on the edge they can get. To make room for Gibson, Carolina waived defensive lineman Jaden Crumedy, their 6th-round pick from 2024. Crumedy had appeared in just 3 games this season, and while he showed promise, the team clearly felt they needed more veteran stability. The Panthers also made a small shuffle on the practice squad, bringing back offensive lineman Michael Tarquin and releasing rookie cornerback Michael Reed. Nothing major there, but it does show Morgan's continuing to fine-tune this roster week by week. Let's zoom out for a second. Dan Morgan has been crystal clear about his approach. He's building this thing brick by brick. No shortcuts, no panic moves. But every once in a while, he finds a player like Travis Gibson, a proven veteran with something to prove, and it just fits. The Panthers don't need him to be a superstar. They just need him to bring some edge, literally and figuratively, back to that defensive front. And if he does, this quiet signing might turn out to be one of the steals of the season. So while everyone's focused on the big names and trade rumors, Carolina just made a move that could quietly pay dividends when it matters most. Travis Gibson might not make headlines, but he could make a difference. What do you think, Panther Nation? Was this a smart move by Dan Morgan? Can Gibson help stabilize that run defense after what we saw in Buffalo? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this update, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one, because the Panthers are far from done making moves. This roster's still evolving, and the best might be yet to come. Keep pounding.